Hi, this is Renee with Fraley Farm Mini Homestead. I want to show you guys my rabbit hutches. I have them winterized and I am finally finished, except for one little tiny project. So basically, when you are winterizing your rabbits, the only thing you have to do is you have to keep the wind and the snow, the ice and the rain off of them in the wintertime. You don't have to give them a heater unless you just absolutely want to, but it's really unnecessary because they are already equipped with one of the warmest furs that any of these animals could ever have. So let's show you what I did. Over here you can see what I reused. Old feed bags. I am frugal, y'all. I don't like to spend a whole lot of money, and I like to keep it cheap and bargain friendly. So what I do is I will take these feed bags and I'll wire these to the corners of the doors. I apologize for the dog in the background. As I tell everybody, there's no noise out here except for chickens until I'm getting ready to record. And again, you see I have secured these bags with wire. Makes it easy, y'all, okay? Now, also I have some other bags, like I think this is a black oil sunflower seed bag. I just stapled it in place just to cover up some areas. I've got some like a game bird feed bag for my quail. I'm gonna reuse, y'all. What are you doing, Peppy? My supervisors are out here. And then of course across the bottom, which is normally open, you know, with the lattice, I went ahead and secured that with the tarp. So what I'm gonna do here on this particular tarp is it does not have any grommets at the bottom because I cut it to fit what I needed, and this thing is just flying in the wind. So I am going to put a few grommets in here so I can secure that, and that way the wind doesn't blow it all over the place and hopefully it doesn't end up in my neighbor's yard. So over here on this side, this area is completely closed off because there's no rabbits in there. So there is a rabbit in this one, but not for long. Here is the side of the rabbit hutch, and one thing I want to show you guys, it may look like I have this completely closed, but I don't. On the back, that's probably a 12 to 14 inch gap between the shed and the back of my rabbits, and you can see this is completely open, so they still have very good ventilation. If you look, yes, you're going to see some spider webs, you're going to see some fur, but hey guys, guess what? This is a real rabbit hutch. This is a real thing. All right, so let's go to the other side and look. Okay, this is the opposite side of my rabbit hutch. And again, this is closed up pretty well too. And the same as the other side, it has ventilation on the back. Okay, so I don't have to worry about, you know, them not getting enough air and stuff like that. The main thing is when you are covering up and protecting your animals from the elements, you want to make sure there's adequate ventilation. Now, there's a difference between ventilation and draft. If this were open at the bottom and air was able to get in here and circulate like a vortex, almost like a tornado, it would definitely add a lot more coldness and cooler temperatures to the rabbits. If you have the opening at the top, I don't know if you can see the top of this door. There's a little crack up there. And then also on the side, up underneath that roof shingle and above the vinyl siding, there's also an area that is open. That allows adequate ventilation because that way the cold air will be pushed out the top. Okay? All right. I hope you guys learned something today. Feel free to leave me some comments. Tell me how you guys like to winterize your rabbits and what you guys do. And again, if you have babies, if you have newborn kits, you probably will have to put some heat in here because those poor little babies are born without fur. They are naked as jaybird when they're first born, y'all. So you have to protect them and keep them warm. Let me show you guys one more thing here too. This opening here at the bottom is not for draft or ventilation. It is for my chickens to get in there and scratch and get some worms. So there are worms and black soldier flies that are under the rabbits in their poo, and my chickens can go in there and get some free protein. Well, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys have learned something today, and I do appreciate all of your support for my channel. Thanks a bunch. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Bye. We have a part 2 to this winterizing your rabbits video. I wanted to show you guys the inside of my rabbit hutch. So you can see that I have a ceramic tile, and I also have a rubber dog bowl. Now let me tell you this, no matter what you put inside your rabbit hutch, they are going to eat it, okay? So you can see my girl has been chewing on her bowl. That's just part of it, okay? But what I like to use is these rubber dog bowls, or I will use some of those cheap bowls for about $1, or I should say $1.25, and you know where I get those from. But what I do with the rubber dog bowls, they tend to be the most durable in the winter that I have found. Some people like to use Crocs or whatever. Do what you do, okay? I'm in zone 6B in Kentucky, and it gets cold here. It will freeze. We'll be in the negative numbers during the winter, and you definitely don't want to use bottles because those nipples will freeze. The little balls inside them, they'll freeze, and you're going to have a rabbit that's thirsty, and that is unhealthy, okay? The water will freeze in these rubber dog bowls, but what I like to do is I come out twice a day and water my rabbits. I usually come out with 2 milk jugs. I come out with one that's got lukewarm water. Actually, it's room temperature. I just fill it up when I go back in, sit it behind the door, and then that evening I'm ready to roll for the next one. But I also have a second milk jug that's got hot water in it, and so I'll come out here and I'll put some hot water in these bad boys, just a little bit, pop the ice out, and then put the lukewarm water in there. I only add about 1 to 2 inches of water because it's gonna freeze. Now the rabbits, they'll eat the ice. That's still hydration for them, okay? But that's what I like to do. So just wanted to fill you guys in. If you use other plastic bowls, please do not bang them, because guess what? They're gonna crack. You need to have a whole bunch of extras, because the ice, as it expands, is going to crack your bowl. And then when you try to empty the ice out of it, they're gonna break. That's just part of it, y'all, okay? All right, just thought I'd share that tidbit. You guys have a good rest of the day. Bye.